EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Number 24, the ball carrier, Jaquaski Tart on the tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Adam Humphries on the return.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, that's scared.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. You see the numbers last week for Davis. In the end, not enough to help get him the victory.
And as we look forward to this week, don't you just get the sense that he's going to get the ball a little bit more? I mean, that's just how it reads to me. I don't know how you're feeling about it.
Well, they talked about that with us this week. That's going to be a priority for them.
Give him the ball, let him do his thing.
24-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Humphries. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards, first down Packers.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Zeke going to get it on the option.
Elliott again.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Touchdown, Packers! T.Y. Hilton, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Minnesota.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
DeAndre Campbell. Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
And a give this time to the tailback. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 36. It's a gain of 7, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Complete.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And the Vikings first down.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is caught, it's Cooper. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the carry.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And finding the tight end, Wilson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
4 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
24-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Packers are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it won't be easy.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
For the field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To Gabriel, middle of the field. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Vikings!
Rodgers pass.
Taylor Gabriel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
48-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards on the gain there. And it'll move the chains.
Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
1st and 10 at the 40.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2. But he found a way to make the red seed part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass. They hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, Michael, you called the touchdown, right?
That's it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
at the 20.
Well, I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A slant to Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock. They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Rodgers pass.
Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
58.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
By the Vikings.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
The ball carrier.
11 yards there, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Looking downfield for Jones. That incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Brings up second and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And some space here.
The pass intercepted by the Vikings.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Right back to him on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 19-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Vikings 37.
So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Offense.
Let's go, let's go.
So they touched him before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Vikings 40, Packers 26.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay,